A cold wind cut across the meadows by the river, chilling the plants to their roots and sending small animals of the forest deep into their hidden nests for cover. The brief warm spell that tailed at the end of this leaf fall was finally broken, and Leaf Bear was settling across the land. A biting cold wind began to slice through the newly exposed grounds of the forest. But on the shoreline off the sea, the cave system Branch Clan called home remained protected from the worst of the winds and warm inside despite the chilly weather. The clan gathered around Branch Star, sleek and groomed from sharing tongues, listening as Branch Star and Quail Eye worked out the hunting patrols for the day, the 3 young kits of the clan playing at their feet. The shelter from the cold and the happy meowing of the kits heartened the entire clan, though the cold weather had already proven to drive more traditional prey to ground. And Sea Whisper will train with Otterslip today, at the tide pools. The birds and rodents may be harder to find for now, but the fish are plentiful in the salt water. Branch Star nodded at the group, pleased to see how Sea Whisper looked excited to be training with the best fisher in the clan. Does anyone have anything else to say before we'll be leaving for the hunting patrols? Branch Star caught Night Frost's eye. The queen had warmed considerably to the rest of the clan after Bearglow had saved the life of her kit on the shore, but she still seemed oddly subdued by the entire experience. Night Frost flicked her tail, glancing at the white kit who had been playing nearby with Wild Kit and Stone Kit. I suppose I have an announcement, she meowed, sounding somewhat rueful. I've thought of a name for my kit. I was thinking Pearl Kit. About that, Bearglow purred loudly, interrupting Night Frost. I have an announcement. The medicine cat's white fur almost seemed to glow in the darkness of the caverns. Branch Star flicked an ear and nodded at Bearglow. Go on. Bearglow purred louder and drew himself up, looking carefully over his gathered clanmates. Star Clan has sent me a message. It seems our clan has been blessed as no other clan has been, and we have been given a precious gift. A cat who will represent the best of Branch Clan's cunning, resourcefulness, and strength. A cat to guide all of us one day in the future through times of great trouble. Bearglow cast a glance at the young white kit playing innocently nearby, his eyes almost glowing as his purr got louder. They have told me this kit shall have a destiny so powerful that she will carry the future of the stars themselves in her paws, and her name is Moonkit. Gasps rippled through the cave at the sound of such a powerful and forbidden name, then excited meowing as Branch Clan began to discuss what it meant that Star Clan themselves had sent such a chosen cat to their clan. Night Frost glanced at Bearglow, terror plain on her face, before she schooled her expression and turned back to the gathered clan. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Sims 3 Warrior Cats Challenge. And we are at the beach today with Branch Clan. So we are back to the caves of Branch Clan, and you guys just saw a major thing happen. So the new kitten that Night Frost had, whose father is secretly Bearglow, the medicine cat, has been given her name. And it is a very, very powerful name that is usually forbidden because Moon is a Star Clan term. And so normally, like, the cats would never really use that name. So the fact that Bearglow has apparently gotten a message from Star Clan so that he will be naming... Oh, what is he doing? He's hissing at Wildkit. Oh gosh. Bearglow, why? Well, he's hissing at Wildkit, but he has apparently been given a message from Star Clan, or so he says, that his kit, and nobody knows because Night Frost is going to keep his secret, that Moonkit is actually his kit. Yeah, she's been given a really powerful prophecy and a really powerful name, apparently. Stone Kit is having a lot of fun playing with somebody who is a little bit... Look at her, she can't help the way she looks, but she's adorable. And I love how she has the little dots on her side that are like the opposite of her mom's colors. But yeah, Stone Kit's having a great time playing with this new kit, and Bearglow is apparently hissing at his leader's kittens. So who knows what that is all about. And he wants to snuggle in pet bed with Moonkit. And that might be quite interesting to see how he might start showing a little bit of a preference for one set of cats over the other. Oh gosh, it looks like everybody's having a little meeting over here. So Night Frost is training with Quail Eye. I think that she is ready. Oh, and she wants to sniff Cricket Song. What? I think, and Maple Tail and Cloud Pelt. Okay, so... looks like Quail Eye also wants to sniff. Okay, so all the sniffing, Thistlefish, Quail Eye, keep some of these names in mind, you guys, like Crowfeather. Crowfeather is in Moss Clan. And so whenever we see cats wanting to be sniffed or wanting to sniff cats outside of the clan, we need to make note of that. So the next gathering, maybe those cats can have a chance to meet. I have a feeling that Branch Clan is also interested in getting some more warriors ready because they have a couple queens right now. Really, the only warriors they could send out to do anything right now is Branch Star, Quail Eye, Otter Slip, let's see, and Sea Whisper. So where's Sea Whisper? Sea Whisper is over here. She was training just a second ago, and she was doing a really good job. She actually improved her hunting skill to level 2 by training over here with Otter Slip. So that was pretty awesome. And Otter Slip's busy peeing. But yeah, Otter Slip, Sea Whisper, or Otter Slip, Sea Whisper. Oh my gosh, there's so many cats. Otter Slip, Sea Whisper, Night Frost can't really fight right now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 4 cats who can really do anything when it comes to patrolling and fighting. So I could see how some of the cats are thinking about like Silverfang, maybe not Marie. Oh, and what's this? Otter Slip is interested in sniffing Lizard Kit. Well, that is interesting. And she caught a rainbow snail. You're kidding. That's like super duper rare and important. Oh my gosh. Otter Slip, she really is the best fisher in the clan. And let's see. Meanwhile, this guy is catching something too. And Sea Whisper is kind of training under Otter Slip. So they're trying to do a lot of fishing so that they can head off the fact that prey is kind of going down. Ooh, and Slate just caught a perfect anchovy. Well, that's pretty cool. So they're trying to catch a lot of prey. Meanwhile, mostly Night Frost just needs to relax and she wants to be best friends with Moonkit. So her daughter, Moonkit. And Moonkit is just an innocent little thing, having a good old time, playing over here with Stone Kit, it seems. So they're having a great time. They're just goofing around, socializing. Wild Kit is pouncing. She really is ready. She's like going to pounce on Quail Eye. Quail Eye is just like peeing right next to her. That's fine. I'm sure that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and scratch. So the kits are absolutely everywhere. Branch Star is kind of keeping an eye on them. And he wants to sniff Lizard Kit too. So I think that's a good thing to remember. And man, Sea Whisper is really learning some skills quickly. So these two are quickly becoming friends. Stone Kit and Moon Kit. Branch Star. Yes, a tuna. Awesome. Well, we'll start filling up the prey pile in just a little bit here. And meanwhile, Branch Star, so sniff Lizard Kit, sniff Honey Wish, sniff Otter Slip and Quail Eye. So they're actually in our clan. We'll have to remember that. He wants to, everybody is very curious about Lizard Kit for some reason. Sniff Squirrel Leap, sniff Trout Shadow. None of those cats are in our clan, but we'll remember that for the future. And he also wants to sniff Stone Kit. You know what? Stone Kit's right here and he's your son. So you should probably take some priority. All right, where are you going, Moonkit? Okay, Moonkit wants to scratch. All right. And meanwhile, Sea Whisper, it has gained the hunting trait. So she must be doing very, very well for herself. Let's see. And she wants to catch a turtle and improve her hunting skill. And hiss at Slate. We're not going to let her hiss at Slate. So let's see. She's off to pee. And then maybe just scratch on something. And then Quail Eye is also scratching on something. Where's Otter Slip? Everybody's scratching on everything. That might be a good sign. Everybody wants to sniff Lizard Kit for some reason. So let's remember that, you guys. Everybody's really curious about Lizard Kit. And lately, Squirrel Leap. So Otter Slip, who do you want to sniff? Everybody's marking the boundary trees. So everyone's working on that. Normally, I would consider that like a good reason to send a patrol out. But we're still kind of getting ourselves sorted now that we're moving back over to Branch Clan. Just seeing how they are doing. This is a really good thing that we have an outstanding quality rainbow snail. So let's actually find where Bear Glow is at. He's over here and he's trying to go hiss at somebody. Not happening. Get a large pet bed. He wants to gather more moss. I'm going to interpret that as he wants more moss so that he'll be able to like have something to scratch. So we're actually going to have Otter Slip run over. I think, oh, and look, she wants to be best friends with Night. Oh, and she wants to sniff Mossleaf, sniff Hairbelly. Let's have her come over and sniff Bear Glow. And so Hairbelly, and there's Dawn Step. She's about to get pounced on. I don't think that's called for. Oh, look at this. Yes, spiders. So we've got spiders and we've got crystals. So we might have to send Stone Kit in here to gather the crystals later. But yeah, so you guys, it is getting ready. Sorry about all the rocks. It is getting ready to be Leaf Bear. And we need to stock up on quite a few things. And I actually need your guys' help. And we're going to let Slate continue fishing. But I need your guys' help to come up with some diseases that we might actually start seeing. Improve hunting skill. that we might actually start seeing in the clans for winter. I know white cough and green cough, but what are some other things that the cats might need a medicine cat for? And let's present this to Bear Glow, because this is a very important piece. So Otterslip is going to present the snail, and then the snail can save a kit's life. Like those snails are really important. Anything that's rainbow is really meant to like pretty much save a kit. All right. And so that's just their way. There goes Stone Kit. And Otterslip is really excited because she's thinking, yeah, this is a great thing to do. They have to go off into who knows where to nuzzle for some reason. I hope nobody eats the rainbow snail. Okay, Quail-Eye, you aren't off to eat. No, you don't, Quail-Eye. You may not eat the rainbow snail. Let's get this thing safely tucked away before somebody eats it. All right, let's go ahead and tuck it into Bear Glow's inventory. There we go. So they've had a positive interaction. And Bear Glow, he wants to snuggle with Moonkit. I don't think you need to be a little more subtle than that, Bear Glow. All right, let's get some food put away for everyone, I think. And sniff Branch Star. So yeah, now that we're starting to settle back in, we will start sending out patrols. And when we send out the patrols, the random generators will decide which cats from different clans may or may not run into each other. But I also need things for winter. So now that it is Leaf Bear, and there we go. What? Why are you hissing at Moonkit? Rude. Rude. He wants to hiss at Moonkit again? You are rude. Are you trying to toughen her up or something? Make up your mind, Bear Glow. That's not going to make like Moonkit very happy. All right, Otterslip, sniff, sniff, sniff. She also wants to sniff Honeywish, so she's curious about the deputy from the other clans. And she's curious about Oak Kit. All right, noted. Let's go ahead and have her scratch on this. And I think Branch Star, let's see, he also wants to sniff. Everybody wants to sniff everyone else. We just need to remember there's like a lot going on among the cats. But yeah, we will need to have more things that could happen, like maybe a sprained paw from running on the ice, or maybe we need to come up with ways for the cats to be able to get sick. And it sounds awful, but it's just to kind of add that extra layer that the random generator will sort of provide to us. So I think Branch Star is going to go ahead and do a little bit of extra hunting over here. Where's Quail-Eye? Doing some sleeping? No, Quail-Eye, you can't sleep in there. That's the medicine cat's done. If you want to sleep, you have to like come in here. So you can come and sleep here. All right. And Sea Whisper. Oh, well, never mind. Sea Whisper's already sleeping in there. Oh my goodness. And here's Bear Glow. Okay, Bear Glow, you need to go sleep in your den. We don't really need to make that happen, but let's see. Snuggle and pet bed. He needs to make up his mind. Maybe he wants a bigger pet bed in his medicine den so that he can snuggle with her. So, we'll have to look into that. All right, and can he get these? Let's send him in here and see if he can get these spiders or not. I don't think he can. I'm going to try to make him catch them anyway. Where's Otterslip? And she's getting kind of tired, so we might have her interact a little bit with Nightfrost, who is snoozing. So Nightfrost is just sleeping away. And she does want to be best friends with her daughter, though. Sniff, sniff. Nightfrost tends to go off on her own quite a bit, so we're going to go ahead and let her wake up. Maybe stalk for some prey. And we should probably stock the prey pile with what everybody has right now, too. Alright, and did you catch that? I don't think he could catch it. Darn it! Ah! And there's more gems. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make the spiders so that I can actually reach them. Because right now we have so many spiders and they end up in the weirdest places. What's going on over here? Dawnstep is playing with Wildkit. Wildkit is all over the place. She really is. She just wants to be like a powerful warrior. She's really adorable the way she just is running everywhere and wanting to get into everything. Alright, but Bear Glow. I think Bear Glow is going to start pushing for the clan to start kind of going a little bit further. I don't think we can eat batfish, but we can eat tuna. Yay! And then, let's see, snakeskin, pillbug, not the best, but we can eat it. Let's see, he wants to sniff briarstalk and dogaze and Wildkit. Well, Wildkit's his daughter, so she's here. And we've also got a pygmy hedgehog, which is rare, so we can get... I don't know if we got rid of the empty chick bag, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And a chipmunk. And I guess we can put this down as food, because I don't think... Who has fleas? Does somebody have fleas right now? Let's see. Nightfrost has fleas. So we'll go ahead and we will get rid of Nightfrost fleas with that. But to do that, the medicine cat also has to groom her. So let's get rid of the chipmunk. Here we go. To do fleas. And then... Come on, pygmy. Why can't I... Pygmy hedgehog. What? Pygmy hedgehog. Why can't you go down? Dang it. All right. Well, we'll have to sell the pygmy hedgehog too. All right. So we'll work on getting a little bit more food. Whew. Alright, sorry if I'm a little scattered, you guys. It's a lot to settle back into, and we will be doing the random generators. I just really need your guys' ideas and suggestions on ways that we might be able to pull that off. Alright, Bear Glow's going off to eat. Is Stone Kit sleeping? Oh, Stone Kit! Are you sleeping in the nursery? He is! That's so cute! And Violet Kit is just about ready to go to sleep, too. And then Little Miss Moon Kit is just about ready to go to sleep. So we're going to send all of these cats over here. And meanwhile, Branch Star has caught himself an Anole, which is very useful. So there's an Anole that we can add into the prey pile so that there's more food. So Branch Star, he's not as good a fisher, but he still manages to find plenty to hunt for among the rocks. There we go. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and we will send a patrol out tonight. So I might let Branch Star rest for just a little bit. And then I think I'm going to send him and... who does he want to sniff? I think Bear Glow kind of wants to go see if there's anything that he'll be able to find over at the ruins. And tonight we're going to go over to the ruins and we'll have to see if there's anything there. And maybe Bear Glow might even encourage them to go and see if there's anything at the odd herb place, even if it's a little bit outside of their territory. So the patrol probably won't last too long because everybody's kind of tired, but it's good to do it. So let's wait till Branch Star is done. We will send Bear Glow out here. And then we'll also bring with us probably Quill Eye. Well, how about Sea Whisper? I think that Branch Star would think that he and their medicine cat and Sea Whisper, even if she's kind of new at everything, would be enough. Because Bear Glow is clearly a very strong and powerful cat. So meanwhile, Night Frost... oh, are you getting it, Night Frost? Sniff Duskwing. Night Frost is kind of turning more towards, like, paying attention to the kits. Oh yeah, we can get rid of her fleas now. We just need him to be able to come over. Alright, friendly, groom. Dang it, she got a maple leaf at least. Well, we can groom her really quickly. And that's actually going to help her get rid of her fleas. So that's how we get rid of fleas now, is we sell a rodent of some kind, and that counts as using the mouse bile. And then we also go ahead and we have the medicine cat groom the cat in question. And if the cat in question refuses the medicine cat, then it's their loss and they're not able to get rid of their fleas, unless we could have the medicine cat have somebody else do it. So somebody has to groom the cat that has fleas. That's kind of the bottom line. All right. And let's go ahead and come on over. Bear Glow, I don't think you can, like, groom her forever. And we'll have Branch Star come over and not nuzzle, but sniff his medicine cat. Because that's something he wants to do. And let's grab Sea Whisper. Oh, Sea Whisper already stalking something? She's off to watch a bug. She's so ready. She's like, I want to be a good hunter. Oh, and there's tons of seashells that we'll have to gather up, but we have to kind of be patient. Oh, she's just watching the food. She's guarding the prey pile. That is really cool, actually. So Sea Whisper has the most energy out of everybody. But Stone Kit is very tired right now, so that's why we're not actually using him to collect all of the rocks, and as a result of that, collect lots of fish from Slate. Because he's just a little baby kit right now, so he doesn't really have the energy to do that just yet. Alright, there we go. There we go, you guys. Alright. So, now we're going to go ahead and Sea Whispers over here. Let's send out a night patrol. I'm not really sure what they'll run into. I am still working on building my random generators, as you guys know. Ooh, there's some seeds over here. Okay, I can't really peek until we get all the way over to this area. So go here with, we need Bear Glow and Sea Whisper are going to come with us today. And we will do a quick night patrol. And when we get here, we'll have to see if we run into any cats from the other clans. And I really hope not, because everybody is very tired. And I'm not sure how that would go. I don't think they'd be able to, like, lead a fight if they did run into cats from other clans right now. Oh, come on, you two. Come on, we need to keep moving. Alright, let's get them over here. Go here, and we need Bear Glow. There we go. Alright, come on, Sea Whisper. Go here. Everybody's super excited. Alright, so quick night patrol. Come on. Oh my gosh, you guys, come on. Don't be so stubborn. There's some seeds. I don't know if they know how to use seeds. Alright, go. Why can you not go here? Normally they can. Alright, go here. Go here. And where's Sea Whisper? All right, Sea Whisper's pulled it off. She was ready for night patrol, even if nobody else was. So now they can kind of patrol the area. And, ooh, there we go. So there's some bugs. Ooh, are those assassin beetles? Those would be very useful to have for the medicine cat. There's lots of places to dig. There's some mushrooms, but they're not ready to harvest yet. Ooh, here's some metals. These metals would be so useful if we could come and, like, give them... Ooh, what's this? That's a plant. All right. But the metals would be super useful. For crying out loud, Bear Glow, get over here! Refusing to go on patrol. What is going on with these cats? Come on, keep moving. You can do it. If Sea Whisper figured it out, the rest of you can figure it out too. I think they're saying they're too tired and Sea Whisper, like, volunteered to go on patrol. Oh, nope, she caught it. Oh, dang it. No, I didn't mean to do that. Bear Glow, look what you made me do. Bear Glow, get over here. For crying out loud. Okay. Nope, I'm not gonna teleport him here. Hang on. There we go. All right, I finally got everybody to behave. They were being stubborn, so I'll figure out what that was caused by pretty soon. I'll tell you what, guys, I am so excited for as time goes on, we start getting the routes all figured out and we start getting the random generators figured out, because I would bet you that by the time we get to season 2, things are going to be absolutely amazing, because the cats will know kind of their place. They'll know, there we go, and he wants to sniff Sea Whisper now. They'll kind of know their place. They'll know how to go hunting. We'll be able to really use the random generators. Oh, it looks like Branch Star found something really cool. All right, and let's see if there's anything useful over here. Wolfsbane, but it's not ready to harvest yet either. I'll double check, but nope. We can have our plant sims commune with the plants, but it doesn't look like any of these plants are ready to harvest. We have blackberry bushes, blueberry bushes. There's a lot of useful seeds that are kind of in this territory, a lot of grapes that could be useful for something in this territory. This is not contested territory, so we don't really have to worry about running into another patrol over here. If we went over to areas like this or areas like this, where it kind of clashes up against where the border of Moss Clan territory is, then we would have to roll for contested, but we don't have to right now, like where we have a chance of running into another clan. But I sent Bear Glow over here because we can't really explore. Is this a truffle? It is a truffle. We can't really explore a lot without being there with the cats, because that's part of the challenge, and it doesn't look like, whoops, and it doesn't look like there's anything we can really use, which is a pity, because I was hoping we would have found something. We would have been able to find some sort of herb, some sort of plant lingering, and there's not anything. So phooey. Phooey, phooey, phooey. That's okay. All right, so let's come over to Branch Star. But yeah, hang in there, you guys. I will bet you, as the generations go by, things are just going to get better and better, and we'll be able to kind of smooth out all of the little bumps. And I'll have the random generators prepared, which will be really cool. All right, and Branch Star just caught a shrew, so useful in case anybody needs to get rid of any rodents, but otherwise good just to put in the prey pile. So we'll let these cats kind of do a quick little bit of hunting. Unfortunately, oh, well, there's a big stone, so we can bring Stone Kit over here if he was, I don't think they want to bring him out yet, but they could bring Stone Kit over here so that he could do some hunting. And they could technically collect the seeds, but I'm still trying to figure out if it's a medicine cat. Can we have them collect the seeds? We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure out how that relationship is going to work. It would make sense for the medicine cat to be able to collect the seeds. All right, so they're just about ready to go back. Catch a turtle. Oh, there's a turtle. All right, let's see if he catches the turtle. I think Bear Glow is going to go ahead and start heading back home. Branch Star is going to catch this. Let's see how that goes. And, all right, Sea Whisper just caught a stag beetle. Nice job, Sea Whisker. Come on, Bear Glow. All right. So they've done a pretty good job patrolling the area. Nice. And Branch Star caught a spotted turtle. So yeah, they did a pretty good job patrolling the area, even though they were really tired. And I will work out, like, I think we'll do like a dawn and dusk or night patrol. Just to the edges of some territories, and we'll try to like alternate which territory pieces that is, because there's also like territory over here. There's territory that we're kind of gonna fight over here. I'm not sure. This is like one of those spots where we'll probably run into Moss Clan a lot, because Moss Clan kind of wants to claim this area because of all the plants and the flowers that are over here. But Branch Clan kind of wants to claim this area because they don't really have a lot of territory with woodlands that is over here. They just have like these open beaches that we could potentially have them come over to. And I'm thinking of putting some pretty interesting mines at these beaches so that there could be some unique stones that they could gather, or maybe some mushrooms. I really like the idea that some of you guys have had that Slate would be able to grow mushrooms if we could figure out what special things the mushrooms could do for them. So that is a possibility. All right, let's have Slate go ahead and go to sleep. He's about to like fall asleep on his feet. There's seashells everywhere. We'll have to collect seashells next time and figure out what they're going to be used for. And let's go ahead and fill up the prey pile with what they've caught. Hopefully the pill bug. Oh, there's a pill bug on top of the pill bug. What? What? No wonder everybody was watching this. It needs caught still. How did that happen? That's interesting. All right. Well, we've got 2 rainbow shells, which are super rare. I'm still surprised we have that many. And a scarab beetle, which I'm sure could be used for something useful. And then quail eye, the star batfish. Then we've got a stag beetle, which can be eaten. The assassin bug, which it's supposed to be pretty rare. So I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do with the assassin bug. That, if eaten, I think can cause poison. And if used, it can cure poison. Dawnstep, of course, hasn't caught anything. And meanwhile, Branch Star is contributing the best he can to his clan, making sure that they are well fed. And then there's tons and tons of fish just waiting to be harvested up. Should the cats be able to reach that? Oh, and I think we forgot to eat this. No, we didn't eat this moonstone, because we might need to give this moonstone to Bear Glow, because medicine cats are supposed to be able to commune with Star Clan, and he doesn't have a moonstone yet. So I wonder how he's been getting Star Clan messages. All right, you guys. So we will continue working on everything when we come back. I'll get some of the kinks smoothed out, but I really need your guys' help. Look at all the kittens sleeping in the nursery. And there it is. There it is. It is officially winter now. It is officially leaf bare. So I really need your guys' help at coming up with things that unfortunately could happen to our wonderful cats when it is leaf bare. Different sprains, diseases, scratches. We just need to come up with ways that are realistic for what a wild cat clan would have to face in winter, other than shortage of prey. And also we need to figure out what will happen, like how low. And I kind of like an idea somebody has had. What is going on? Who is fighting? Is somebody just like fighting in their sleep? Oh, Quail is skittish about the full moon. But I like an idea somebody had about if the cats get really hungry, like if their hunger is low and their portrait changes colors so that there's other things that they're low on too, then they could end up getting sick. And I thought that was a pretty good idea. And if they get sick when their hunger is low, and that's when like the portrait changes from green to yellow or red, then that'll be a way for us to like trigger a sickness that they might have accidentally caught from being weak from hunger. And so that's how hunger could end up playing a role in the cats passing away. So there's some ideas there for sure. And it looks like Stone Kit, as a good kit is doing, is going ahead and snacking on some turtles. So I'm very excited, you guys. And don't forget, you guys have the power to tell the story as quickly as you would like to. The queens and kits are coming to eat. 500 is an episode the next day. 1,000 will be 2 if you want. It is kind of hard to keep up with it sometimes. I was sick earlier this week, so I hope you guys can understand. But this is the story I really want to tell. And as you can tell, especially with little Moon Kit and her innocent little self getting caught up in all of this, there's a lot that's going to be happening. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.